former NFL quarterback on a dominant radio station and show in Boston, and Patriots color analyst Scott Zolak joining us on the home of the Cowboys via the Boomer Jacks Bar and Grill Hotline. Scott Zolak on 105.3 The Fan. Good morning, man. How are you?
About them Cowboys. All right. We're excited.
Is there anything exciting about the Patriots? They seem so boring these days.
We're bland. We're white bread. Just get that regular Wonder Bread. No, nothing on it. No mayonnaise. Just a little salami, little bologna in there, and let's go eat a sandwich.
Is Mac Jones the actual perfect quarterback for boring white bread sandwiches?
I think he is. I really do. Because you really don't have that spicy mustard on the outside. It's not that thick ketchup in the middle. We don't have those fast pieces of lettuce that can run. It's funny as we talk sandwiches. Mac threw 3 games. Has done a pretty good job sort of balancing and trying to get back to what he was his rookie year. Now, that last year was a disaster under Matt Patricia. They put the West Coast offense in. Everybody struggled. It wasn't Mac's fault, but Billy O'Brien has sort of settled the ship for him. He's only turned it over 2 times. He's got 5 touchdowns. He leads a lot of people in passing, and depending on what category you look at or you consider ones that matter, but there's a million passing categories now. But he's off to a way better start than he was as a rookie, and I think that's something to take from.
Who has a better chance of being there in 3 years, Mac Jones or Belichick?
Great question. I'm going to go Belichick.
Okay. So all these Kraft rumors, do you roll your eyes at it? Is it something there, nothing there that he could move on from Bill?
And what rumor's that?
That Kraft has gotten, the pressure's building, and that, time could be running out, and there's all this smoke coming out of Boston about Belichick's job status. I mean, is he just a made guy forever, or you think they could make a change?
No, I think they can make a change, but I think what you need to look at is, and it's not indicative of a number, whether it's 7-11 or 6-11, 7-10, 5-12. I don't think it's a jump-off number you look at. I think what you have to look at is the totality of the team. Did you lose the team? Does the team not want him here? You sort of take the temperature of the room. You look at the way that they're playing. I mean, we played 2 teams first out of the gate, and they're both 6-0. They're both 3-0. We had the defending NFC champion Eagles in town, played them to the last minute. And then same thing with the Miami Dolphins we had in week 2. Now we went down and beat the Jets, who had Zach Wilson, and they got a really good defensive front, though. So it was a tight game. We haven't done anything pretty yet, and I think that's why there's some concern from people.
Scott, looking back, if they had to redo everything, is it a no doubt that they would have chosen Tom over Bill, 4 years ago?
Another good question. Then it's really ownership stepping in to make a decision, right? Because I know they did side with Bill. They're the ones that negotiated the contract to get Tom out. So you're sort of torn there. And they're good business people, are the Crafts. 20 years in a relationship with one person or one team, that's a long time. There's a lot of good memories. There's some bad memories. But Tom was really ready, I think, to go challenge himself and try to win elsewhere without Bill. And to his credit, he did it year 1 in Tampa. I don't know if Bill will ever get that chance.
Scott,
not win it with Tom. It's to bounce, to go to another team.
Mm-hmm. If Belichick didn't have the personnel control, do you think that would improve things for the Pats?
Ooh, another good question. It could. I think it could. Maybe you pick a different receiver instead of N'Keal Harry several years ago. Right. Maybe you get and that one killed us, man. That guy's a bust. Maybe you're not bringing in Juju Smith-Schuster on a bad knee, and he's struggling right now. It is a good question because that's the one that bugged Parcells when I was here. Hey, if they want you to cook the dinner, they should let you shop for some of the groceries. All right.
Right.
Okay. And that's what Bill did. And Belichick's a lot like Bill. They're very similar. I don't know if he'd take the gig if he didn't have full autonomy.
Right.
Scott Zolak, Patriots color analyst, radio show host on the Sports Hub in Boston, joins here on 105 through the Fan. This is kind of like reading between the lines, but you see Bill do some interviews now, and he's joking around about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. This is the same guy who tried to act like he didn't know what Instagram and Facebook were a couple years ago. Is he like softening? You see coach like Saban, like or even Bobby Bowden at the end of his tenure, they're just kind of smiling. They don't have the same intensity. Is that happening with him, or is he the same guy?
Not all the time. He's the same guy. Like he went to the concert, so he liked it. He liked the question.
Yeah.
So Bill, if he knows it, will play ball with you a little bit. If it's just a quick stock, yes, no answer, and you didn't put much thought into it,
yeah,
Bill just stare at you and grumble at it.
Oh, what are your initial impressions of Ezekiel Elliott?
Looked a little thick at first. Now we had him for 4 weeks at camp before we broke for the season, so it's been a while. He's in a lot better shape. He didn't run that great in the first 2 games. Third game, this Jet game, he ran with purpose, man. Ran around the corner, ran through the line of scrimmage, ran guys over, had 87 yards rushing. Sort of like the Zeke we know when he was down there with Dallas when it was hitting. So I think he's feeling more comfortable. They're getting to know him, know the style of runs they could call for him. Everything's different. Running game has timing, and we got a good backer, Ramondre Stevenson, too. So they're kind of two of the similar. But he's going to be really good for spelling Ramondre and, just keeping everybody fresh here. We need a good running game to do anything.
So, Scott, you mentioned the West Coast offense. That has been a humongous hot-button topic here and on this show with Mike McCarthy taking over the plays. What have you seen from the Cowboys offense that was different under Kellen Moore? What do you think of the West Coast nowadays and how it fits Dak Prescott's game?
Personally, I never played in the West Coast offense. I'm under the old Ron Earhart and Ernie Zampese offenses in college and pro. So I had a lot of success with those. Never had the West Coast, but I'm not a fan of it. I don't understand the tagging and the lettering and the numbering. They say that they call it that way because they want you to play fast. A lot of it is misdirection. A lot of it is tight splits. You got to have big tackles and 2 good running backs. And don't let the quarterback kill you. That's one thing that you look at in some of these teams that are struggling. They don't have a great quarterback. There's other West Coast teams like, hey, look at San Francisco. They're rolling. Same thing with Dallas. Rolling when they want to go. Philly, same thing. So those are your best teams right now.
When you look at, CeeDee Lamb was a guy that it felt like Arizona kind of made a point of taking out of the game. And we had wondered what would the Cowboys offense look like when you took CeeDee Lamb out of the game. And there were some struggles this past weekend. Christian Gonzalez has been an absolute stud for the Patriots early on here. Is he just going to travel? Or are they going to say, hey, Christian, this is your assignment, stick to CeeDee Lamb and just keep him all game?
Yep, and we'll mix him up too. He'll play a little safety, play a little corner. We're multifaceted at that back end. Bunch of safeties. We play with 4 safeties. And then when Jonathan Jones, our other corner, comes back, it's really going to help bolster the back. But Christian Gonzalez is the leader at the corner right now. But he does take the number 1 receiver, but we won't do that 100% of the time during the game.
How good is this Patriots defense overall?
Top 5. We're good. We can wreck games for you, meaning I think our recipe for being a type of team that they want to be this year, don't do any stupid things.
Yeah.
We've won so many games over the years because other teams are just stupid. Really, I mean, we have a show. We have a segment on my show on Mondays. We got music to it, and it's called Why Other Teams Are Stupid. And we go down the list from across the league. This guy kicked a 63-yarder. Yeah, you're never going to make it. Yeah. One guy threw a touchdown, ran off the field, took his helmet off, 15-yard penalty, unsportsmanlike conduct. Yeah, that stuff. That's the stuff that'll kill you. But we just feel that if you play sound, good defense, which you have a good kicking game. We do have that. We got 2 young kickers. Special teams are cleaned up, and on offense, do not turn the ball over. Even if it's a 3-and-out, don't force it. If it's not there, hey, huddle up, kick it away, get our defense back out there. We will be in games in the fourth quarter. Then it comes down to, will Dak screw up first, or will Mac make a play around him? That's how I see this game being won. Somebody's going to make somebody's going to have a problem in the fourth quarter, and Mac is going to have to help get our team in the end zone, and it's got to be on his shoulders.
Scott Zolak, right here on 105 through the Fan. What's your overall feeling on the Cowboys? Did you change your mind about them after the first 2 weeks? Did you have a drastic change in opinion after the Arizona debacle? Do you think that they're a legit Super Bowl contender this year? Where are you overall on the Cowboys?
I've always liked the Cowboys. They always seem to have the same type of team and just reload different guys at different positions. You got Lawrence, you got Parsons. You can do a lot of defense with them. We had Stephon Gilmore. Love Stephon Gilmore. That's a nice tandem with him and Diggs. It's a shame you don't have Diggs. You got the big three. Success in the past with the Cowboys was always the big three. Quarterback, you have that guy in Dak. Running back, you have that in Pollard. A receiver, you have that in Lamb.
Yeah.
And now it's the other ancillary pieces. How can other guys step up and make plays to help those guys out? Can the tight end be effective? I think Dallas always gets respect because you're a big team, you're physical. Jesus, is that left tackle playing?
Which one?
I mean, flip a coin over the last 12 years, and that'll tell you if Tyron's playing or not.
So he misses some games, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every year. At least 3 every year. So we've noticed that, I said this last week with Sauce. Mac got into it. He got pushed over by Sauce. Is there and we've seen this, is people are talking, is he a dirty player? Is he dirty? What did you make of that dust up with Gardner last week?
Well, he got body slammed by Mosley. Should have had a flag for that. Nothing called. He's trying to get up, puts his hand up, grab Gardner's hand to help get lifted up. Gardner slaps it and then rubs his leg on him. Max stands up and bumps into him. I didn't see a swing. I didn't see a deliberate shot to the nuts. The graze, if you want to slow it down to Zapruder film, shot by shot. Yeah, maybe if he there, right, left, something like that, to where you can even talk yourself into it. I don't think he's a dirty player. I think he's a bratty player, sort of a tennis bratty player. Dirty players to me are guys who take cheap shots, try to take your knee out, illegal block, spit in your face. That's dirty.
Is Tua for real in the East?
Saw him a week ago. Watched some of the highlights from the other night. I don't know how you could say he's not. I'm not a big Tua guy, but you got to give him his props on that.
Totally agree. What happens Sunday? You have a prediction what ends up happening, or are you not allowed to pick them?
I'm allowed to pick him. I gamble.
Hell yeah.
Are you guys doing all the reads? You guys doing all the reads now for all the FanDuel and DraftKings and all that?
We don't have that. It's not legal here.
We got BetQL.
Oh my God, it's not legal. We have so many live reads that we do. That's how we make our money.
Yeah. It's not.
Wow.
There's no sports. There's no gambling of any kind in Texas.
I cannot bet on the Patriots. That's the only one thing, because I also work for the team. So I can't bet on the Patriots.
So you're not an NFL employee? It doesn't apply to you as an NFL employee?
It applies, yes. If I'm a independent contractor working under the Patriots, I cannot gamble or be in a casino.
Okay. So you're violating the rules.
Not violating the rules. Not violating the rules because I'm technically not gambling. I'm not going to pull the order. I got Patriots 26-24.
Oh,
okay.
Scott Zolak, Boomer Jack's Bar and Grill Hotline, gold as always every time we get him on. Thank you, man. We really appreciate it. Have a good trip here to the Metroplex.
All right, see you, Big Tex.
Big Tex. He knows Big Tex.
I like it.
Told you, man. You got to listen to him.